Now, let's discuss the first killer mistake that you could be making in your backlinking. And to be honest, I certainly made this mistake in the early days, and it's one of those mistakes where it seems like such a minute detail that can have a disastrous effect on the impact of what you're doing. And it's the fact that Google kind of sees and treats these URL versions of your website address as different. Now, they might all wind up at the same page, but in fact, from a backlinking point of view, these are regarded as different pages. So you can see sometimes you may have included the www, sometimes you may have included the /, which is a huge grey area at the moment in SEO circles about the impact of that, and even Matt Cutts' responses are not particularly clarifying. Personally, I think it's critically important to be ultra consistent across all of your future link building and making sure that you're using the exact same uniform URL configuration, regardless of which one it happens to be. So you can see there that Google is quite fussy about the URL that you're using in the HTML code, for example, or BB code in your backlinks. It could well be that if you've been using 2 or 3 variations of that URL configuration, in fact you've been dividing the link power between those seemingly identical pages, but in fact pages that Google sees quite differently. So the question from that, of course, is how can we actually check whether or not we've been making that mistake? And something that I'll be talking about a lot in Hydra is using SEO Spyglass. Now, as far as I'm concerned, for a lot of my day-to-day activities, I really don't make a move without SEO Spyglass. It isn't perfect and certainly has a few issues, but in terms of backlink analysis, in my view, it's way ahead of tools like Yahoo Site Explorer or backlinkwatch.com. So what you can do is enter your URL, your domain into SEO Spyglass and check exactly how you've been mixing up your URL configuration. So it will return a page something like this, and this is a much older website of mine. Now the URL configuration variation isn't too bad here, but you can see I have between / and non / and even a little bit of www mixed up without that. So not catastrophic there, but certainly a situation that you want to be avoiding. So let's assume that you've gone into SEO Spyglass, and I'll leave a link below this video for it, and you can even use the free version, which will tell you. If you go in there and do the analysis of your website and find that you've done something, hideous, like you've basically got a 50-50 or split into thirds, 3 different URL versions, and therefore you're splitting up that link power. One of the quickest ways to resolve that is to organize a 301 redirect, which is completely normal, completely white hat, completely fine to use, whereby you're going to redirect the link power to, for example, your www version of your domain name to the non-www version. And in fact, in the best case scenario, if you've made this critical error, is that you'll suddenly get a rush of extra kind of link power to that site. So underneath this video, I'm going to leave a link to an excellent article that describes the process of setting up 301 redirect, and the link for the free version of SEO Spyglass. Yes, that is an affiliate link, but you don't have to buy it. You can use the free one. I think from memory it limits results to 1,000, whereas the $99 one, which is the one to go for, by the way, not the $250 one, which just has a reporting advice report facility for SEO agencies to give to clients, and I'm not super keen on a lot of that advice anyway. So if you do decide later that you want to buy SEO Spyglass, the $99 one will give you everything that you need there. So I heartily encourage you to go and check whether or not your website has been backlinked incorrectly and you've got these multiple variations. Once you've done that with SEO Spyglass, you can either have a look at setting up the 301 redirect yourself, or you hire someone, say on Warrior Forum, on Warriors for Hire. A coder there could come and do it for you for a very small fee, I'm sure.